Hello.
Hello.
Salutations.
Hello, guys, and welcome back at last to Season 4 of the Argent Airways podcast. I'm Redcleaver, and this is Ella.
Hello, don't worry by the fact that I've been missing for months. Don't search for me, please.
We have Xuyagu.
Emons, Green Forest Troll, back again after quite some time, ready to jump back into the action.
Nice. And, of course, we have Vivian.
Vivian Skybreaker here, also known as Granny Viv. I have awoken from my hibernation and I am ready to go.
And our two special guests today, not one, but two. We have Dax.
Dax.
Hi, I'm Dax, as everyone knows. Known pyrotechnician and want to be rockstar someday.
And we have Tiny.
Hey there, I'm Tiny Bottle Blast, and these days I mainly host the Steam Tonk Tourney and League Meets, but also I have a gnome guild called Tink Inc.
Tink Tink.
Tink Inc.
Pardon me. Sorry. Yes. Well then, yes, and wow, it's been quite a while since our last episode, and a lot has gone on.
Yeah,
A lot has gone on
say
since
that
then.
again. How long have we been gone?
Since last year.
Since
Yeah, the
last year.
The last saved funny bit I could find was from November.
Wow, so definitely has been a while.
Yeah.
And thankfully, however, there's been quite a bit that's going on in WoW. Of course, we have the pre-patch to midnight coming. That's out now, and with it, of course, there's been player housing, which
Oh yes.
I have spent an unholy amount of time on already.
Oh, me too.
What about you
Yeah.
guys? What have you been up to in the housing thing?
I mean, I specifically bought Midnight as the housing became accessible originally. So then I was just non-stop housing 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
What about-
Addictive, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's so addictive. Yeah.
So addictive. Well, not to all, I suppose. There are plenty of people around who are like, housing? What the pug is that? Why should I be housing? And yeah, it's mainly us, our peers, that go nuts over it.
I haven't stopped housing since housing started.
And it shows because Dax has in fact created a club and a couple of other amazing things. But you call it the Goth Club, right, Dax?
It's called COGS. So basically, it's just I've built a club and a theatre that will be open to any RPers, event people, the distance apart.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've really thought about doing an event for the event space for the community.
Seen some of the
When
screenshots.
will you
from it.
expect your first event coming up soon?
I think you know the answer to that, Viv.
Yeah, and it's on one of the things that we are not supposed to talk about. No, but
Exactly
public events. What do you reckon?
The first public event, I'm in talks with possibly Felfire Sisters, Sarah Night Valkyries, someone, putting on an event like that with some of our lovely musicians on the server.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
Very nice.
Those are some of the best bands we have.
Oh, shredding as well. It's a bit of talk about Felfire shredding. So yeah, let's see.
There are so many bands right now and so many amazing music groups that to mention one, it would be impossible to mention them all.
Exactly that. You
Yeah.
can't pick one. It'll be like
You'll always forget a few.
I want Roaring Days every Saturday night. Come on.
Yes, I say yes.
Absolutely.
Speaking
What about you, Tiny? You've also been building like crazy. In fact, you've built something quite amazing.
Oh, thank you for saying, Vivian. Well, you were there just like
Yeah.
Monday, wasn't it? They all merged together. Yes, no, I have built the Twin Generator Park, which is a steampunk arena, basically, with seating and eating, drinking area and all that kind of stuff. It's starting rustic because I want it to evolve over time rather than coming in with it being the finished, beautiful, pristine article. It's coming in as rustic and together, and then eventually over time through the tournaments through the year, the arena will be changed and upgraded and improved almost in real time, I suppose. But yeah, we had some good fun in there so far. But yeah, no, housing has been good fun and a good time sink so far for me.
About that, we now have the pre-patch going live with the endeavors and everything. Do we also get more outside space so that you can keep upgrading your arena?
I don't
know. I haven't looked at the outside, to be fair.
I believe
As
you
I
get
underst-
more items to put out there. The exterior budget, as it's known. I'm not entirely sure if you get a bigger space, though.
I don't mean more land. I'm just curious if you can put more things in it now.
Oh,
As I
right.
understand things, as you level up your house, now that the level's been unlocked, you have more exterior slots available for you.
I have seen people build incredible things with the limited amount of slots we've had so far. I can only imagine how amazing it's going to be when we get even more. I've seen people build entire robots and tree houses. And,
I was about to say there's an image going around at the moment of someone who's literally built a Metal Gear sized robot. It looks amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I mean,
one of the Team Kink girls, Penny. Big shout out to her. She's been poorly. She built a spider house. It was amazing.
wow.
Yeah, she built a mecha spider house, and she also then scrapped that and built a steampunk house, and now she's scrapped that and is on to her next project. She just likes a challenge, I think, and likes to see what she can make, which is great fun.
That seems typically a gnome to build things,
Well,
scrap
I think
it, and
it's-
build it again.
One of the good things I've noticed about housing is watching how people's ideas evolve and how their skill set improve. So people start off with very basic exteriors and interiors, and as they learn the tools and the capabilities of what it can do, you can see it evolve and improve, and you can see almost like how their mind's eye is going and doing stuff. And also, some people have told really great stories of moving in, like Shelley Sparks, good friend of Dax. They did a whole moving in story with their house. Every day they came on, they changed a little bit of the outside. So if you visited, you could see the day one, it was a cart with loads of boxes. Day two, they'd started to set up a conveyor belt to move the boxes in. Day three, the conveyor belt had stuff on it, so boxes moving along it. Day four, the conveyor belt had a malfunction.
That was my fault as well. I got blamed incorrectly for touching it. So yeah, thank you, Shelley. I know you're going to be listening to this tomorrow, but yeah, it was brilliant. And then we had the deer that trampled through everything as well.
Oh God, yes, that was brilliant. Knocked over the outhouse. So yeah, some people are telling really great stories with the outside of their house, which I think is absolutely brilliant. And also, it's great.
I've currently started on Viv's future job. Currently, she has a small petting zoo in Duratar. And of course, I ran into the limitations that Duratar has. Like, there's absolutely nothing there. It's just a boring dust bowl. Sorry, orcs.
Wow.
So now Vivian is scraping money together to create Vivian's Animal Center, which will be a center with a vet office. So she's going to be needing people who can cure animals. It's going to have a petting zoo area and a pet shelter area. I've been working really hard on the pet shelter area, but I also started to run into the limitations of the how many things you're allowed to put down. Like, all of the kennels took a lot of space. I am very much looking forward to the time where we can put pets and mounts into our houses. I believe that's going to be an option. That you can actually, you can
That's
put.
news.
Yeah, I've read it somewhere that you will be able to put pets in your house. So,
Oh, okay.
like in Viv's regular house, you can just have
I
your
believe
pet running around.
I believe it hits on midnight. Jack Silver was saying about it, and the only pets you won't be able to have shown in the house is hunter pets, but it'll be mounts and battle pets.
Yes, exactly. So if I could fill up the animal center with adoptable pets, that would be great.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Vivian's house would be like Ace Ventura's flat, just animals everywhere.
Well, there's a difference between Viv's animal center and her little cottage, thank goodness. But I can promise she will not adopt a few of the animals herself.
Oh, dear.
Xuyagu would have a massive spider outside his house all day, every day.
Are you sure you'd be able to go home though with that?
Yeah.
Well, it's there. Yeah, it doesn't look too spidery for me. Yeah.
I'm amazed though, Zoo, you haven't done a spider treehouse kind of thing, like a happy house on the back of a giant spider.
No, I like the tribal. I suppose I can get to the tribal feel with a troll anyway, which is mostly just the orc stuff dyed green to reflect a forest troll.
Although saying that,
But there are
there's a lot of
spider
troll stuff.
themes in the house.
Yeah, there's a lot of troll stuff that's out now.
I have to have a look at that.
Yeah.
Provided it's not all Zandalari.
No, it's not all Zandalari. It's some is forest troll stuff.
Adding like
into
some of
that
the other races. Like when they first announced it, it was like, oh, there's only going to be this, and this. But we're adding more, which is nice.
Yeah, I remember reading about that, and the amount of people complaining on I think it was Wowhead. Oh, you're only having this, and this. I was like, look, it's in early access yet. What are you expecting? But it's great though that they're expanding on it as much as they are. And I don't know if you guys have tried the new Illidari Devourer spec or not. I did today,
No.
and I must say it hits pretty hard if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, was it fun?
It was definitely fun. I was wading through groups of ethereals.
Wow.
Yep, and that's on a low eye level as well, like 100 something. Still pretty
Well,
fun.
and demon hunters have already been quite powerful, so yeah, it
True.
suits them really.
Very true.
Yeah. It's a very dynamic class.
It
You're
is.
constantly moving.
It is. What other pre-patch stuff is there? Have they redone Silvermoon yet, or is that until midnight?
Not until midnight, I believe. More pre-patch stuff would include mainly Endeavors, the new Demon Hunters, and
The entire class rework.
Oh yeah,
yes, yes, that's it. The talent trees, yes, and of course the new transmog system. Have you guys tried that yet?
Yeah.
I've heard some mixed reviews about it.
Yeah,
It's
I
different.
think it's awesome.
It's definitely interesting what they've done with it. That you can save excuse me. You can save outfits and have your character change. Say, for instance, you set an outfit to only appear when you're in your house. That kind of thing I quite like.
Yeah,
And you can set one for swimming as well. But I've had, today's been quite mixed reviews, as like you've all said. And for someone who spends upwards of 25k a week on mogging, to me, it's like the best thing that's happened.
yeah, because you no longer have to pay every time you mog. However, you do have to pay for a mogging slot where in which your mogs will be stored. And that can really become quite costly at some point. If you want all 50 mog slots, that will cost you a sloppy 2 million gold.
Yikes!
Yikes, indeed. But let's be honest, who needs 50 mog slots, really?
Role
Dax,
players.
apparently.
No, I've got 10. That's all that I've allowed myself is 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But,
I already had like 12 different outfits for Ella.
Wow. Okay. The good thing is though, once you've unlocked those slots, it's account wide. You don't have to keep doing it.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Thankfully.
even better. I'm not really happy now.
I think Xuyagu had 2 outfits. One that's the normal stuff and one that's hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice and simple.
Nice and
Yeah,
simple.
Vivian,
yeah.
of course, is
Simple.
sometimes does field medic / field surgeon tasks, so she has her uniform for that. She has her farmer outfit because of the petting zoo. She will need to wear something a little better for her vet part, I suppose. And of course, she has the fancy coat that her mom made. And every time somebody says, "Well, Viv, that's one fancy coat you have," she said, "Thanks, Mom made it."
Oh.
And she says it so often that we have a TK bingo card. And that's one of the things that was on the TK bingo card.
Amazing.
Ella did so many different things that she had just so many outfits. I had like combat outfit, I had a medic outfit, rock concert outfit, blending in with the Alliance outfit, blending in with Horde outfit. Her daily one that she usually wore.
Is she neutral?
I consider her neutral, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about
Vivian has a bit more trouble blending in with the Alliance.
you, Tiny? How many outfit slots have you got open right now?
I have unlocked 3, but I don't know. I'm unsure because I like to change a few little bits here and there from outfits normally. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
If it saves me gold, I'm happy.
Yeah, fair
Yes,
enough.
in the long run, it will.
I'm looking
Going
forward to
back
continuing
to-
the main story of Midnight because it's shaping up to be quite interesting.
I've not experienced it yet myself.
No?
But going back to housing, which was the topic
Oh yes, of
originally.
course.
We tend to
What-
drift away, don't we?
Yeah.
So we've I personally have done mostly just a house for my characters. Xuyagu has his house that he mostly lets nobody in, with a room for his son, and then the rest is just sort of whatever he set up with some secrets. My Alliance house at the moment is 2 wings. So there's a wing on the left and a wing on the right for different characters.
Mm-hmm.
So on the right, I have a Worgen themed area. On the left, I have a more elfy, mostly high elf themed sort of area, as well as like magical.
Speaking of elfy themes, have you adjusted the outside of your house yet? We now have elven customization for the outside of your house.
I've not even logged into a character since the pre-patch launched. I briefly logged in earlier for the
there's a
podcast.
pleasant surprise for you then. You can now update the outside of your house to look elvish.
Ah.
Yeah, they have blood elf exterior and night elf exterior.
Right, I was kind of hoping for a more high elfy theme as well.
Well, the blood LP would kind of if you paint
mean,
it blue.
You
There you
can't. Well, maybe, but that's an issue I've encountered with the Silver Moon tile set. Is it's all the red, so obviously because it's Silver Moon, it doesn't have the blue, so it's a lot harder to make something for an Alliance elf there.
Mm-hmm.
Elves, they always complain.
They're like,
You always hear that
It's
complaints because there's so many of
red
them.
roof, and I want to paint it blue.
yeah. I'm hoping there's like a troll exterior look as well. That would be nice.
It would be nice if they release a exterior for every race, really, wouldn't it?
Eventually, I'm sure they'll get
I
around
want
to
a,
it. But
I want a Forsaken one. I
Oh, that
really
would
want
be
a Forsaken one.
Gothic looking, yeah.
Oh yes.
I think if you have a gothic exterior in general, you can either use it for Forsaken or Gilneans.
Oh yeah, indeed. I unlocked
Get
level
creative.
6 today, and
Congratulations.
thank you. It was a lot of work, but I did it without questing. You know, the new questing, but I unlocked the lighting, and oh my goodness, the lighting feature is probably the happiest.
Can you tell us a bit about the lighting feature? What does it
So-
entail?
So basically, once you unlock level 6, you go and buy a little. It's looks like a little egg timery sand crystally thing, and basically you can put it down, and only the homeowner can touch it. And it's got 6 different modes of lighting. So you've got like sort of default lighting. You've got like a bright sunshine. You've got maybe it's 5. You've got sort of an afternoon evening one, which you'd love because it'd go in your little cottage beautifully.
Oh, yes.
You've got then one which is like inky black potion, and then you've got one called midnight, and midnight gives you this amazing fog. And
Where will you
everything
see
is
these
deep
effects?
purple. In your house.
Inside. So you
Inside,
have a
yeah.
fog inside.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, like smoke machines in clubs.
Yes.
It literally looks like that on the rolling across the floor, and everything is in like purples.
What happens to your windows? Like if you have those blue windows up, those Goldshire windows, does the lighting effect change anything about them?
So indeed, so any lighting that you've got in the house, like from windows and things like that, especially sort of housing windows, I tried it on my Alliance house and on my Hall Club. Basically, it makes the effect of the window beams come in golden.
Oh,
Nice.
so
Yeah,
that trick
that's
that
on
I
the
did with the
evening one.
meadery windows is no longer necessary when you reach level 6.
I think it just actually really enhances it, and also things like we tried this evening with smoke flares with it. The smoke flares actually curl through the mist, and it gives a beautiful effect.
Yeah.
Does this affect the whole house, or is it like room
Just-
specific?
So just the ground floor, the whole ground floor of the house, and then the lighting, the blue and purpley lighting goes all the way up to sort of wherever your ceiling finishes.
Right.
So I've got
it's everywhere. Okay.
But it is fantastic, especially if you're like sort of like that look.
This will
Yeah,
come in
that's
very
nice.
handy for RP, where it is not always the exact time of day that you're RPing. Sometimes you can RP something and people are supposed to imagine it's daytime or imagine it's nighttime, and now you can literally make it daytime or nighttime.
And of course, at level 6, you unlock the 2 outside rooms as well. So you've got 2 outside room features, which is like having your own personal garden. So one is a daytime one, beautiful grass, just empty, just like an empty circle. But the nighttime one's spectacular. It's got a moon and it's got a starry, twinkly sort of effect to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
So
Yeah,
the outside room feature is absolutely amazing if people want to have that sort of garden feature inside their house.
Even though it is an outside room effect, are you also able to put outside things in the room, such as, for example, the leather lovesight toy?
I personally haven't tried it. A lot of
Market stalls, that sort of thing.
So I haven't tried it personally, but I do know sort of you can buy, you know, like the market stall that we use at J Blossom, the TK market stall. That one you can actually buy anyway, and that can go down in it. But I know that market stalls don't work outside. I haven't tried them inside, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
What you're forgetting, Vivian, is that you can put most of the outside lighting inside already, but you can't put most of the outside lighting outside.
Oh, we do not have outside lighting yet?
No, still just the string lights.
Alas, I was hoping for that we would have more outside lighting. Lighting.
So lighting would be cool.
I think they're working on it. There was a bit of a bug in the system when it came to outside lighting decorations because a certain someone decided to overdo it and crash the server.
Okay. You talk about this certain someone as if we are supposed to know them.
Well, I don't want to name names, but apparently it was Taliesin.
Oh my gosh, really? But I have emailed Taliesin asking him if he wants to come on this podcast. We have to be nice.
I will just backtrack a little bit and say, Taliesin, we love you guys. I don't want to say anything bad about you.
Yeah.
But what the hell are you doing with the lighting
watching,
effects, dude? Come
They
on.
are actually
Watching a
my
stream
favorite
last night of them.
YouTubers. Oh,
Yeah.
what did they stream?
Well, when I caught the stream, it was Taliesin just watching a video, 2 minutes, and well, it seemed to it was paused a lot. So
Or
that
was
was
it a
most of the
cinematic
video.
analysis?
It was something about upcoming stuff in at the Last Titan, I think, and stuff
Okay.
like that. But
I love his cinematic analysis. I was wondering if it was something like that. And he takes a short video that's like 2 minutes long, and then he just picks it apart bit by bit, second by second, and those are very interesting.
I suppose there was a bit of that, but it wasn't a cinematic thing. I caught the stream very late. But speaking of bugs, how do gnomes fix bugs?
Nice segue.
Nice.
Nice.
With a big old wrench.
Are we going to do it?
Yeah.
Grishka, what is a gnome?
If I do it now, it'll sound forced. Okay, so
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think that is a very nice segue into our
Yes.
next topic of discussion, which is gnomes.
no.
They're everywhere.
Gnomes.
Gnomes. We want to
You didn't
know
have two
everything
gnomes in here
about
for no reason.
gnomes. Yeah, we would like to know a little bit about gnomes in the lore. We would like to know a little bit about the gnome RP community. A little bit of everything, really. So let's start us off with a little. For those who don't know, right?
Oh, for God's sake, come on. I said it.
For those who don't know, what is gnome?
What
is
is
gnome?
gnome?
is gnome?
Gnomes
Gnome.
are short folk that like to tinker mainly, but not necessarily all of them. They used to live in Gnomegan, which is in Dunmoran, which is still irradiated.
I like how you said that, Gnomergan.
Gnomegan, yeah, that's how I've always
Gnomegan.
pronounced it. I don't know if it's the proper pronunciation, but that's how I've always said it.
Megan.
Yeah, gnomes are interesting. They're obviously, I think, one of the least played factions or races. But yeah, no, they're fun. They're fun little guys and girls who, generally speaking, like to do lots of engineering. And
Part of me doesn't
yeah.
believe that because I see them everywhere. There's no everywhere all the time.
Whenever
Yeah,
I
they
see any
move
of
in
the player stats, gnomes are always pretty low down from the ones I've seen, but that could be taking non-role play into consideration as well.
No pun intended there,
Earthen,
clearly.
though.
Pretty low down.
Yes, no pun intended for that.
Nah.
I'm not that good. I'm not that good at puns.
So,
But yeah.
Tiny and Dax, what made you two want to RP a gnome? What happened? What made you go want a gnome?
What happened?
happened. I can tell you exactly what happened for me. Shelley Sparks happened. That's what happened.
Happened.
So Shelley and I have been on Horde for 16 years together in the same guild. Both GMs. We've both been GMs, co-GMs. So we're best friends in the game. And we were mucking around a guild chat one night, and Shelley wanted to do something with her gnome. And so basically, we came up with a firework idea. So Shelley went off, and the firework idea was born. I've always.
What is the firework idea?
So Shelley Sparks and Co. If you haven't seen our firework displays around Azeroth, then hire us. We don't actually charge. OOC Lee. We do kind of give you a bill for 30 silver or something. Shelley does all that. That's her bit. But basically, we do duo launches to music mostly. We do a lot of the tonking events. We do finales. We do music events. New Year's Eve at the Groggery, if anyone was there, we did a 10-minute display where we put up probably about 4,000 fireworks between us.
That's a lot of fireworks.
Now, of course, I already knew about the fireworks thing, but for those who don't know.
For those who don't know. So, yeah, basically, Shelley needed an assistant. My original Dax is still sort of lurking on Earthen Ring. And I re-rolled and made a Dax over on Argent Dawn because I got fed up with having to ask for a lift. So Dax was born, and I've stopped playing a Paladin Blood Elf, and now I'm a 3-foot gnome who runs around and annoys everyone, really, or tries to annoy everyone.
He
What
doesn't
about you,
annoy
Tiny?
anyone.
What happened?
I used to hate gnomes. I used to
Same.
absolutely hate
them.
gnomes. I've been
Why?
on Argent Dawn pretty much since vanilla, on and off. And yeah, basically, I always used to see them as Lola RPers, people that just used to run around and be annoying and make mischief for no good reason. So yeah, I used to hate them in character and out of character, if I'm perfectly honest. But then I met one. I met one called Crazy. Crazy was a gnome mage. She was from the Gnomish Rescue Squad, one of the most longest running gnome guilds around. And yeah, basically, she showed me that if you're going to spend X amount of hours role playing, why not have fun? Why not be a fun, light-hearted character? There's enough horribleness in the world. Why be serious and grumpy and drama-filled in your role-playing world when you're supposed to be relaxing and having fun and enjoying yourself? So yeah, gnomes basically slowly became my main. So my original main was a mage called Horatio, who does the Tinker Ale and Cog newspapers on the Argent Archives. And Tiny evolved as an idea to do a story. As I was questing, I was going to be writing stories for her. I only did one in the end because it was a lot of effort. And then Tiny basically ended up becoming the main. As you do, stories evolve, characters become more interesting, your mindset changes as to what you want to play, and Tiny now is my main, and has been for 5 years or something. So yeah.
I think with that also, like the gnome community out of character is probably the most wholesome, supportive, amazing community that we've got in Argent Dawn. We're pretty much a special bunch. I think Tiny would agree with that.
Special bunch. Yeah,
Well,
we are a very special bunch.
I was about to say that you used to say that you did not like gnomes before. I was going to say that I haven't met an annoying gnome in my life, but that would put discredit to Hamfist.
So this is a Hamfist.
There is
moment, isn't
Hamfist.
it?
Yeah, there are gnomes, and there is Hamfist. Hamfist is their own species.
There used to be another gnome which went around called Ooble. Ooble and Hamfist are both kind of the OG interesting gnomes. I don't know if Ooble still ever plays. I've never really seen them online ever again. But they used to be a bald gnome male that used to run around and would annoy everybody. He was constantly getting punted into the canal and all that kind of stuff. But that was one of the reasons why I didn't like them. But Hamfist, out of character, is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
He is probably one of the most warm-hearted, generous, lovely people out of character you're ever going to meet. Really supportive.
And he
And
still
that's what
won't
made
come.
it so difficult. That's what made it so difficult, what Viv had to do the other day. Every Tuesday, Vivian opens her house after the market night, and people are invited to come and have a drink. And last week, Hamfist was there and created pure chaos. Pure and utter chaos. He even took a bath in Vivian's bath and ran around naked. His giraffe was clip-clopping around on the table several times. He kept pissing off the Draktyr, so the Draktyr were constantly shifting into the Draktyr form to threaten him. And so this week, I see Vivian was like, Hamfist is not welcome. But OOC Vivian, that would be me, was like, oh, I really wish Hamfist could come. but Viv won't let him.
He is
I had to try and explain Hamfist to somebody in my guild who's not really a role player, but sort of comes to events occasionally. And I had to explain that they were like Marmite. You either really, really love Hamfist or you really hate him. There's not that middle ground.
Well, it's
Hamfist,
all I
though,
see, though.
He's an interesting character in character, and he's a lovely guy out of character. But he still won't appear on our podcast, though.
Not until several seasons
been.
time.
Season 10 or something.
He has been.
Season 10, yeah.
He's been in a live episode. Only
We had
we
no
accidentally had. Yeah, it's gone. It's been eaten by the.
But there is another lovely gnome, and I think if I say his name, everyone's going to know it, and that's Stowen. I mean,
Yes.
we've got to give him a big shout out because he is probably one of the funniest people ever.
Why is
Not
that? What do
familiar
you do?
with that name.
He says what he thinks without taking
Without
the time to think.
Yeah, it just comes out, and some of it, and you just have to double read what he's written, and it's so clever. But he's just genuinely a really nice gnome, and he just tries really hard.
Yeah. I wish I could give you guys an example, but my
If
mind
we're
is
shouting out
asleep.
some gnomes, I'm sure me and Zoo can shout out Willem.
Yeah,
Oh, Willem's amazing. We love Willem.
Willem is great.
Willem saved my leg. Valorant went kaboom.
Oh,
I made a pretty picture of Willem because he won the raffle thing that we had going on here in Argent Airways.
Oh, yeah, he did.
That was after the quiz one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It turned into a lovely portrait. And if anyone else wants a portrait made by yours truly, there will be an opportunity in April. There's going to be the Roaring Days Pet Rock Edition, where Vivian is going to try to earn some money to make her animal center. It won't be till the 17th of April, so don't worry, there's still plenty of time. There will be a raffle, and it will be one of the prizes. I am still looking for other amazing prizes, so if you wish to contribute to that, give me a nudge.
I would also be helping on the Pet Rock store on Dax for that as well.
Yes. Awesome.
I realised we were already in the calendar.
Well, it's a bit far away yet. I mean,
But other gnomes, sort of like, within the community, obviously you've got like the Gnomish band, which is Cogspin, as I promised. I'd touch on that because Mazzy has come up with this amazing idea that they want to do like a book, sort of a storytelling night where we sort of have a topic and then we all go off and then we write a story. So Mazzy asked me to like mention that. That was one thing. So Mazzy and Bertil.
sounds like fun. So you come together. There is an overlapping theme. Everybody parts and writes a thing and then comes back to read it out.
Yeah, or on the spot, you just take turns and go around and see what we could come up with like within that sort of session. But also, Snoochie wants to do a comedy club. So if anyone's interested in doing a comedy club, hit me up with a message and I'll hook up. Because
yes, I'm interested.
I think a comedy club would be really awesome, like doing a comedy club once a month. So look, I remember to stick to my list.
Is it fair to say that this comedy club is a bit short-staffed at the moment?
I would say, yeah, very much so. Bit light on the jokes.
Amazing.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Shall we talk a little bit about Gnomish lore first before we move on? Because this it is an interesting aspect of the race. I believe they were originally created, or of course, prove me wrong if I am wrong. They were originally created as caretakers of Titan machinery, I believe.
I mean, that would make sense to me. I know they started as a Titan creation and were affected by the curse of flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know them as the brains Titan machine. They were the smart ones.
Yeah, aren't they also the youngest race?
I believe so. That would make sense. Dax, what do you
They were
reckon?
I think they were the last one to be affected by the curse of flesh. No.
I am learning so many new things here today. I know nothing about gnomes. Except, of course, that some horrible things went down in Nomergan. Was it the Trogs? They caused? Oh, tell me about that. What happened? That's going to be my new catchphrase, isn't it? What happened?
I got mine. Now Viv has hers. Yeah.
Now I have one too. What happened?
But yeah, I imagine since if that was their original role, that would explain the gnomes' increased intelligence, because these guys are quite intelligent, and they consider they consider tinkering or engineering, as we know it, as one of the highest professions that a gnome can aspire to.
So going back, the Trog invasion happened during the Third War.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
city was invaded by Trogs. In a desperate attempt. Basically, I believe it was the dwarves drilling down upset something in the balance.
See, it wasn't the gnome's fault. It was the dwarf.
I think the leper thing is because of the gnomes.
Yeah. So basically, the digging down's kind of like erupted some radiation things, and that's how all the leper gnomes and stuff came to be.
Whoops.
Oh.
I thought the leper gnomes was due to what's his name, Geblin Mechatalks.
That's where I was coming to. Sorry,
Yeah.
I lost my words for a minute. My needle brain went off.
All good. I mean, to be fair, lore-wise, you don't need to know it to roleplay, because considering how old Warcraft is now, you can kind of go, oh, well, this character wasn't raised within Gnomegan. They were raised somewhere miles away because they've all spread out. So in my opinion, you don't need to know about the Titans. You don't need to know about any of that kind of stuff. Your character could be doing whatever they wanted, and it doesn't matter. You can just role play and have fun. I think it's the same for everybody, really. You don't need to know the deepest lore. And if someone calls you out, just say, I don't know.
That is a nice thing, I think, with how long the game has been going with the roleplay.
Mm-hmm.
All that really old stuff that back then you probably would have known, you don't really necessarily have to know anymore, because your character could be a lot younger.
Exactly that. I mean, I played Dax quite young. I mean, she is young in compared to other gnomes. She don't even know really, like, she didn't know what the Legion was or anything like that, because she's brought up on a farm in Dunmore, she was well out of the way. I don't know what all this stuff is. So yeah, it's kind of fun being able to actually forget about lore and just, role play that character.
Yeah, some races have a harder time with that, but yeah, for some you do enjoy that privilege.
Comes with like how old you make your character. Like if you're going to make your character a little bit older, then you want to know what happened when they were young.
Very difficult per character. Age is always a thing, because take elves, for example. I've heard many RPers say that an elf isn't mature until they're like 300 or older. But then I have spoken to other elves that completely disagree. They're like, yeah, my character is 30, so she's adult. And no, you're not. You're a puppy.
I would apply
everywhere.
The same as real life. It depends on your upbringing. It depends on the situations. I mean, they keep trying to change the goalposts, don't they? Let's be honest, of when people are mentally mature these days for various reasons. So it's all about upbringing. It's all about what situations have occurred as to how mature and how grown up someone is. So yes, you could have an elf that is emotionally and all the rest of it unmature at being a couple of 100 years old, or you could have one that's really switched on, really with it because they've had to be at the same age. So yeah, I think maturity and age again is subjected to upbringing.
What about the gnomes though? At what age do they become adults? Is it when they can pick up a wrench?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think above. I think there's a difference between physical maturity and, as Tiny said, mental maturity. And I believe, sort of I believe that Dax is an adult or a young adult, but mentally isn't as mature as, say, somebody that's 60 years old and has had a lot more life experience. But, it's that whole grey area with well law and sort of age timelines and things like that,
Mm-hmm. That
I
makes
think
sense.
what we need is a clear thing just saying this is this age that this race becomes adult and mature. This is the age of this race and so on. So there's none of that confusion people can have.
It's difficult to determine that when you don't know exactly how old a race can become. Nobody knows exactly what the average age for a human is, or an elf, or a goblin. They just sort of guess, like, my character can become 10,000 years old.
Yeah,
it's like Blood Elves. They've done it to
anyway.
whoever's the oldest elf is how high elves can go.
it's funny because they have all this really deep lore, but these little basic things we're missing, unfortunately.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Truth.
Very much truth, yes. But it seems to me that going back to the whole gnome discussion, because we're going to elves again.
Elf distraction. They're very alluring.
It wouldn't be an Argent Airways episode if we didn't veer from the topic at least once. I mean, come on.
Oh, we've done it 2 or 3 times.
But
It's a podcast.
I
This is
forgot
what
what I
we
was going to say
do.
Yeah. Going back to gnomes,
Thank
said.
you. Yes, going back to gnomes. I've always found these guys fun to be around because you always get the eccentric type of gnome, not the mad professor type, as we call it, or you get these serious types that how do I describe it? I don't know if you guys watched Dexter's Laboratory at one point when you were kids.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Someone who's too smart for their own good and looks down at other people for not being as smart as they are. That kind of thing.
Yeah, but the gnomes aren't like that. I mean, they're all a
Look up
smart bunch, but yeah, they have to look up and get neck ache. But no, to be fair, I think our gnomish communities are probably a lot different to other gnomish communities. We're quite a close knit bunch anyway, very supportive of each other. But I think a lot of us come from the fact that we have RP'd other races. And sometimes you get a bit sort of sick of the drama RP, which there's nothing wrong with that if that's your bag. And it's just nice to be able to have fun in RP and not actually, go out and fight a zillion bad guys outside the Shady Lady, say,
I have in fact considered making a gnomish character.
You should. You absolutely should.
Viv is already naturally cheery and good-natured, so I think she's just like a sort of
honorary gnome.
Honorary gnome, yeah.
Yeah.
But she was at Tonking the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, Viv is now the Dark Tonker.
Yeah,
thanks to
so
more-
easy to pick
more
up. I was even able to use one for I used to host combat events for TK, and I managed gnomes are so easy to pick up. I managed to create like a villain gnome for that campaign. Yeah, you're remembering them now. Fiddle
Fiddledork.
So on our land, our Hearth community, we've actually been having an ongoing story right from since we moved onto the land that we've got this housing inspector, this fake housing inspector, and he's a gnome. And he goes around and does these fake housing inspections of people's houses, all in RP. And all the gnomes seem to pass the housing inspection, but all the non-gnomes end up with all of these way out fines. So this led on to some of us other gnomes making other gnomes to be the real housing inspectors and that go around and apologise for the fake housing inspector and chase him all over. So we've managed to get our whole community on our land involved, and to the point where Mortsy was chasing the fake housing inspector down the road, with a ring blade, going, "I shall have the skull for thy tonk."
Morty is the goth gnome. If you can imagine like the Smurfs, but then the gnomes, then she would be the grumpy one.
Yeah, she came joint third with you in the Azeroth Song Contest last year.
Oh yeah, and what was super fun about Morty was not so long ago we had a Gnomes versus Goblins tonking extravaganza, and there were not enough goblins, so Vivian took the place of one and started tonking. And Morty had determined that whoever would defeat her would become the next Dark Tonker, because that was her title. And then she let Vivian win.
It was quite funny watching the playback of that match because Morsi was jumping her tonk around as Vivian was in character trying to control the tonk and trying to actually do stuff with it. And then Morsi drops down into the hull of a ship because we were in Gadgetstan on the dry docked boat. And Morty later said she couldn't find the way up. So the count out was actually probably pretty real of her falling down and going, "Oh crap, how do I get back up here
really?
again?" And then there was a count out. She was going easy, hoping that you would end up shooting her and killing her and things like that. So, but yes, it worked out really quite well that she fell into the ship's hull and got counted out. But yes, it's a fun storyline. Morsi has an idea, so we'll see how it goes with the Dark Tonka storyline.
Nice.
When Viv picked up the mantle of the Dark Tonker, she did a tiny little speech. She said, "Viv is the bubblegum stuck under people's boots. Viv is the itch just between people's shoulder blades. Viv is that thing people have forgotten just after walking up 2 flights of stairs. Viv is
Evil.
the Dark Tonker."
Which was it was absolutely brilliant moment. It was a great evening of RP as well.
Speaking of tonking, Azerothian Song Contest, and protecting the Shady Lady, what have we got going on the calendar for the coming week?
Another
boy.
nice segue.
Another nice one. Yep, very well done.
Before we slide into that, though, I was wondering if our guests had any final thoughts or final words regarding the topic. I am not sure if we have covered all of the things on Dax's list.
I think we have, but
Oh, good.
if you've never tried up in a gnome before, do it. I was so hoard, it was unbelievable, and now gnoming is a thing. It's a life. It's a way of life. It's so much fun. Brilliant community. Lots of events that go on. And where else can you find sort of really good close friends?
Yeah. And please don't
I just-
RP a room.
I don't know what a roam is, but don't be it.
It's a new species
I
of
think
gnome.
what would be good would be, because gnomes law-wise, their leader is supposed to be elected, and we currently have been usurped by a king. I don't like it, and Tiny doesn't like it. She is not a royalist, and currently Geblin Mekator calls himself the king of the gnomes. They're supposed to be elected. High Tinkers are supposed to be elected for a certain amount of time before a new one comes in. So yes, it's been a long time of this usurper holding the title. So we need a new leader for the gnomes. Please,
We
please.
do. So that actually gives me the cog spinners. We've rewritten The Wall Part 2 for our next gig, and it is all about that, and Tiny will love it because it's very anti-Geblin.
Boop, boop.
Well then.
Well then.
That's right, high stinker.
High stinker.
Yeah,
I think that's brilliant.
Good stuff.
that's in the Zandalar raid.
Oh my god.
I think Mekato.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
then. I
Well.
think that is the gnomes covered.
On
I
that,
hope we didn't forget anything or anyone.
I don't believe we have. Nope, I don't think so. So on that bombshell, so shall we move on to the events calendar?
Yes.
Sure,
Yeah.
bombshells tend to be a goblin thing, but we're going to the calendar.
I'm sure Zandala would agree.
It's been a while, Ella. You got this?
It has been a while, and this is gotta be a long one because there's so many new bars to get through. It's like 2026 hit, and people were like, "I'm starting a bar."
Yes. We have really a lot of bars. Ella's not kidding. You will find out soon.
Every day of the year so far.
I'm gonna try and get through them fast, but like slow enough that you'll be able to hear them. But I'm gonna go one after another because there's just so many. So starting off this calendar is from Thursday the 22nd of January to Thursday the 29th next week. Any times mentioned in the calendar will always be server time, aka realm time, and of course our sources are always the argentarchive.org, the ADEURP server, and Ella Fraser looks at the forums for me. Remember, folks, if any events are added in last minute, it's always a good idea to check those sources, as they might not appear in the calendar. Right. Well, we're starting with the bars. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. You got this. Come on, do it.
Is this much of a brace? Starting off, we have the Rose Inn in Stormglen Gilneas, 8 PM Alliance. These are on Wednesdays and Sundays now. They have changed their days. We have the Crescent Whisper in Still Whisper Pond, Eversong Woods, 8 PM Horde, which is now only on Sundays. We have the Wandering Lamppost, which is back in Booty Bay at 8 PM Neutral on Wednesdays. We have Little Pandaria, of course, in the Golden Keg in Stormwind and 8 PM Alliance. They're on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We have the Blue Recluse in the Mage Quarter, Stormwind, 8 PM Alliance, which is on every day of the week. We have the Shady Lady in the Dwarven District, Stormwind, 8 PM Alliance, which is on every day of the week. We have the Scarlet Raven in Darkshire Duskwood, 8 PM on Tuesdays, of course, and the Scarlet Raven Witch Hour, which is on Thursdays. This month, is theme is adventure. We have the Falcon's Nest in Falconwind Square in Eversong Woods, 8 PM Horde on Thursdays. The Songbird Sojourn in Silver Feather Inn in Bellamouth, 8 PM Alliance is on Wednesdays. We have the Groggery in Pinky's Groggery, Borealis, 8 PM Alliance on Fridays. We have Azumis Hearth in Lamplighters Inn in Barry Village. It'll, in character, be on Azumis Isle, 9 PM Alliance on Sundays. We have then a couple of new bars. So we have, starting off, the Friendly Phoenix in Silvermoon City, 8 PM Horde on Wednesdays. We have Two Spans Tavern in Two Spans Tavern, Tiragard, 8 PM Alliance on Thursdays. We have the Everywhen Inn in Foul Drassus, 8 PM Neutral on Thursdays. We have the Moonlit Bar in Boulder Springs, 8 PM Neutral on Thursdays. We have the Manor Tap, which is in private housing, so you have to get an invite to that, at 8 PM Neutral on Thursdays.
Oh, please check that one out. It's really nice. I've been there a couple of times. It's really worth it.
Yeah. We have
Sorry for interrupting. Go on.
All good. We have the War Chief's Rest in Wyvern's Tail, Orgrimmar, 8 PM Horde on Saturdays, and the Shack in the Shack Borealis, 8 PM Alliance Sundays. 19 bars. Go check out any of them. There's plenty to do throughout the week if there are no events.
Wow. That's funny. I went away as the bar started. I come back as they finish.
Yeah. Right, moving on to actual events. I got events to do.
Yes.
What were we going to say?
Oh, I was going to ask, is it only bars or is there anything else going on?
There are events going on. So,
yeah.
Well, talking about, so starting off Thursday, the 22nd of January, tomorrow, there is no events, but of course there's so many bars on Thursday, you have plenty to do. Friday, the 23rd of January, we have a few events. We have the Poetry Walk, walk in the Hinterlands, in Saturday in the Hinterlands at 8 PM Neutral. We have Casino Night in the Shady Lady in Stormwind 9 PM Alliance. And we have the Assembly of Dusk in the Lower City in Shattrath at 8 PM for Void users only. Saturday the 24th of January, we have the Drakfir Conclave at Skytop Observatory in the Waking Shores and Dragniles. This will be 8 PM Neutral. Sunday the 25th of January, you've got, of course, the Gathering at the Crossroads in the Crossroads Northern Barrens, 8 PM for Horde, and the Stormwind Market in the Harbour area in Stormwind at 9 PM Alliance. 8 PM Alliance. My bad. Moving on to Monday the 26th of January, The Larson's Clovers in House of Bloom, Stormwind, 8 PM Alliance is always open. We also have a Druidic lesson, a brief history on Druidism in Saradane, the Hinterlands, at 8 PM neutral. Moving on to Tuesday, the 27th of January, of course, is Market Day. The markets will both be on in Duskwood and Jade Forest Pandaria. Both markets will be open from 8 PM onwards, so you can pay a visit to all your favourite stores.
Market Day is the best day.
There is a few extra things going on in both markets, actually. In Dawn's Blossom, there's going to be the No Lodge with Jays. That will be at 8:30 PM neutral. And of course, open mic night in the Scarlet Raven in Darkshire Duskwood at 9 PM for Alliance only. Wednesday, the 28th of January, then, we have Story Night at Saradane. So Saradane will be in the Hinterlands, will be hosting Story Night at 8 PM neutral. And finally, Thursday, the 29th of January, there is an open mic night in Little Pandaria, which is, of course, in Stormwind, Dwarven District, the Golden Keg, 8 PM Alliance.
Well
Speed
then.
run.
Good job. You did it.
Hey, you did it. Well done, Heather. Well done.
There's so many bars now. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Right then.
I wonder how they can all coexist like that, you know?
Yeah,
Especially
on Thursday, there's 9 bars on one day. You could do like a whole
How
pub
many of
crawl.
them are neutral?
Most of them.
Really?
A lot of them are Alliance, like the Stormwind ones. But a lot of the new ones that have popped up are neutral.
Okay, nice.
We need to see more Orgrimmar bars open, guys. Come on. Don't let the side down.
And there's the Warchief's Rest now.
Yeah, that's very
Yes.
true. Very true. Right then. Now Ella has done her epic calendar. Shall we move on to our RP funny moments?
Got a shout out for it.
Oh, shout outs first. Pardon me. Yeah, it's been a while. Pardon me. So shout outs. Do we have any shout outs?
We do. We have 3 shout outs.
Yeah.
Okie dokie then.
You can start us off if you want.
I shall do so once I found them again, because I had them up a moment ago. Now they've gone somewhere. So bear with me a moment. Right. So I suppose I'll leave mine on that first then. I
Go
have
for it.
a shout out for a particular RPer. Huge shout out to a Stoen for always being a good sport, even if it gets really ridiculous. All love from one and only Axel Viper. Eel pie, if you know, you know.
Oh God, I don't think I want to know, knowing Axel Viper.
I don't think I want to know either. And also, I want to say to
Axel.
I want to say to Axel real quick. Excellent name.
Again, another one of those RPers that people like love to hate, but out of character, he is the sweetest, kindest, loveliest guy ever.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah.
Oh, his website cracked me up. It was so funny.
Yeah, we were showed it at the same time. Oh, it was brilliant.
Yes. Shall I do mine next?
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
It is from another gnome. The first one was to Stoen, so to a gnome. This one is from a gnome, namely Nikon. Everybody knows Nikon as the gnome who takes pictures. He says, "Greetings, everybody. I'm Nikon, and I made a guild specifically for those who need decorative items. Having all the professions from all the expansions allows me to craft any item. You just need to join the guild that he has with an alt and place the order with them. Of course, without extra fees. Just provide your materials. To join, send a DM on Discord, and once you're inside, you can invite all of your friends. So, if you want some cheap stuff for your house and gather some XP and collect some cheap things, give Nikon a poke. Nikon can help you."
Every level and every... Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the character that he creates these things on are not in our server. That's why they created the... That's why they created the guild for it, so that they can do it cross server or cross faction. I'm not sure. It was some sort of trick.
You know how many hours that takes to max out everything? Holy.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So if you have an alt lying around and you're not doing anything with them anyway, poke Nikon, join the guild, and order anything craftable that you like.
Also, shout out to Nikon himself, but for actually maxing out every profession there is, because that takes some doing. Holy.
Yes.
20 years of it, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got one more shout out. This one is to a guild and a particular role player. This shout out to Xuyagu and his crew for their relentless cooking in almost every bigger and smaller events that Hika has gone to, be it social gathering in a market or feeding hungry warriors on war zones for free. You can count on those delicious fried plain shredded nuggets of his keeping you shopping and murdering. Yours truly, Purple Troll Woman.
Yeah, man.
And Hika, aka Bug, that was fun. Shout out to Hika as well, because he's had a bit of a rough time lately, out of character. So thankfully, though, he's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, as it were. He's still sticking around, still causing chaos.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Finnish Butte.
Sorry, Ella, what was that?
I'm saying he's a Finnish Butte.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Dax, Tiny, do you have any shout outs at all?
Mine's a shout out to the whole community, so I'm not supposed to mention this, but Dax is having an in-character birthday party on Saturday.
You're not supposed to mention it.
There you go. And Xuyagu and Lou have been absolutely amazing to the point where they both came over. Xuyagu's built a website for it. They both came over. We've managed to absolutely do the Wandering Lamppost as they both see it in character within the club. Big shout out to Moturk, Lenosa, Cog Spinners, Lee Jing. Sort of how the whole community's come together to make this event in my club absolutely amazing. And they've all taken part in sort of helping me decorate it and giving opinions.
You're going to regret mentioning that on the podcast. You're going to get so many DMs.
Believe it or not, I've run around in character and invited possibly the whole server.
Oh.
Yep, it's going to be a really big event. But don't worry if you can't be there, because there's going to be more events in the club. Like Dax has already mentioned, wanting to invite some of the big bands. So, prepare for partying.
Nice. Tiny, what about you? Any shout outs?
Shout outs to the OG gnomes of the Gnomish Rescue Squad. They've been around since 2005. Yeah, I think that's when they were founded.
That's a while.
And they still have weekly Monday meetings and have done. They've never missed a weekly meeting, even if it's been 2 of them, if it's been 20 of them. They're great. Basically. So shouts to Frigga, who's been the leader the entire time, I believe. So yeah, Frigga's been amazing.
Very nice too. Okay then. If there are no other shout outs anyone can think of. No?
No.
Okay. Shout out, of course,
just
to my guild.
apology for Hamfist for not inviting him to this place. I swear, it's a pure IC. I love you, really.
Yeah, we all like your Hamfist, don't worry. Shout out, of course, to my guilds, who are now officially 8 years old. The guild, that is, of course.
Congratulations, Iron Wolf Clan.
Mm-hmm. I cannot believe I've been a GM for 8 years. I mean, God. No wonder my hair's missing. But no, in all seriousness, no, it's been a blast. It really has, and long may it continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on to some funny moments.
Oh, yeah, speaking of. Funny
Who's got a
moments?
funny moment?
Yes, I have 3.
Good.
I mean, I always have funny moments. You can always count on me to have funny moments.
Of course.
All right. So 2 of them are all the way back from November. I still had them lying around. I never got around to telling them. Here's one. Malian, Nostrabor, and Vivian were talking about masks, as Vivian and Nostrabor both wear one. He told her his reason for wearing his, and Viv replied, translated into English for convenience, Viv just looks like a scary zombie. There was some confusion with the translation, so Malian jumped in by saying, she says she looks like a scary zombie, which is not true. After Vivian outstretched her arms, lurched around, and groaned, brains.
That is funny.
That is good.
Now, Vivian always carries question cards around with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she took one of her question cards to entertain some of her elfie friends, and she gave one to her friend Norelia, or Nay, as we call her, or Baker. And she asked Nay to read the question card out loud. She got a little more than she bargained for, because Nay swipes for a card, admiring the artwork on its rear face for far too long, before she turns it over to read aloud, and the rest is all in caps. Have you ever done? Oh, that was way out of your comfort zone. What was it? Yeah, I think the entire city of Silvermoon heard her yell that question.
Wow.
Last but not least, I have a slightly different silly thing for you guys. It happened earlier tonight with my parents. So it is a real life / WoW crossover funny bit.
Okay.
My parents don't understand much about what I do here and RP in general. But they have seen the remarkable life of Ibelin, so they sort of understand now how important WoW and RP can be for us. And so they dutifully ask me about it now and then. They don't understand the answer, but they sure as hell are going to try. So they were asking me tonight, so do you have your iPod tonight? I replied, yes, of course, I have my iPod tonight. Oh, what are you going to do in your iPod? I said, we've invited some gnome representatives to talk about their people. There was a short silence, and my mother asked, can you understand them? I said, what do you mean? Do you understand what they are saying? And I said, yes, they speak English. And then when you ask somebody with autism about something they love, they tend to keep rattling and prattling and won't shut up. And so they triggered me in doing so. I started talking about gnomes and tonks and how Vivian became the dark tonker. And eventually my stepdad parried with, so it's pretty cold out tonight, isn't it? After we had a short, riveting conversation about the weather.
Oh,
Wow.
That's their way of saying, okay, that's enough.
you know, you're like, I went too far when you hear that.
Yes. Whenever they start talking about the weather, I know, okay, back to real life world we go.
Yeah, my mum does that as well. When I start prattling on about something for way too long, she suddenly changes the subject.
Oh, you have the prattles as well.
Oh, do I ever? My God, I go on forever. If it's something I'm interested in, I'll go on forever. And it's no wonder really that my dad doesn't wear his hearing aid for most of the time. But back to the funny moments, though, if you will. I've got a funny moment here that well, it's a person. It took a moment for me to understand what this joke was, but as I read this person's TRP, it was a Tauren for context. I read the name Milk Varnus Moonrunner, the Shadow Milk.
Oh.
And her catchphrase was, by the milk mother. That's impressive.
Okay.
I can see the pictures now. What?
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's a person having a bit of a troll or the fact they just want to be funny. Either way, I thought it was worth mentioning because it did make me laugh. It was one of those moments that was like, oh, hang on. You know?
Pronouns, she, milk.
OC information. You can't milk those. Moving on quick. Dax, Tiny, any funny moments from you?
Too many, to be honest. I can't even think of one apart from funny thing with Hamfist at the Grog, which I'm so sorry. With last Friday, that kind of went server wide that I'm still being stopped about. Hamfist knocked out Shelley Sparks. Dax got completely the wrong end of the stick of it. Need Hamfist somewhere where she probably shouldn't have, which caused an absolute hilarity. Got fined 75 silver by the lovely Connor Pickens over at the Admiralty. And I'm still getting whispered and still getting stopped in Storming. Go, did you really need Hamfist there? Yes, I did. And it was the best 75 silver in game I've ever spent. And everyone laughed because I offered Connor a gold instead of 75 silver because I said it was worth a gold.
So
He needs ham fist in his ham fist.
You ham-fisted
Oh,
Hamfist. Wow.
No, I need Hamfist.
Right.
Yes,
Yes.
Oh dear.
it was quite epic. I was there. I've seen it happen.
I had Hamfist. I think it was during Orkhart's wedding. Sit on Rashka's boot, and without realizing Rashka's boot has a spike on it. Being an orc. And yeah, he sat on a spike, yelped quite loudly, and jumped off pretty quick. Bless him.
Yeah, as you do.
As you do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh dear. Tiny, any funny moments
Hamfist
from you?
Hamfist often makes it to our funny bits.
Oh, absolutely. Hamfist, please continue doing what you're doing.
For me, it's any time Snoochie tries to heal someone. Snoochie is hilarious at playing her character. Whenever anyone gets hurt in a DM'd kind of adventure, she tries to heal them with lip balm. Or once we needed a pain, something for someone's pain, for Bertle's pain. All she had was a toad. So Bertle licked the toad. Bertle, yes, he was no longer in pain, but he was useless at anything else. Bertle came up with some crazy stuff as well. Like there was a Pandaren train conductor who was asking for tickets. This is all him in character being high as a kite while we were trying to get out of a cavern after being attacked by trogs and stuff. But yeah, Snoochie's great, and just all the gnomes that I know are they're just all fun.
This makes real sense about Bertle trying to explain to me about a toad at band practice yesterday.
Yes, yeah, he will never look a toad again.
And I just looked at it. Dax looked at him blankly. Dax looked at him blankly. And she's like, "What? Why would you look a toad?"
Needs must at the time, yeah.
Well, if I had a choice between being in pain or licking a frog, I think I know which one I'll pick.
Yeah, I mean, it was effective at least.
So, advice to all you healers out there, for those who don't know, licking a frog is just as good as giving someone a bandage to heal themselves with.
Yes.
And yes,
I mean,
said
it won't stop the bleeding, but
it'll make it more fun.
Yep.
And yes, I said it. There you go, Ella.
Already posted.
Yes, I saw. He pinged me in the staff room. Apparently,
Well-
Ella's now going to count how many times I say what's apparently become my catchphase now.
Maybe at
What
the
was mine
end
again?
of
Oh yeah,
the
what happened?
season. Maybe at the end of the season, we should have a tracker of recount of how many times has such and such said this.
A compilation of, for those who
Yeah.
don't know, just
Yeah.
every time it's said.
Yes, that'll be interesting. Right.
Well,
if no one else
well
has
then.
any funny moments they can think of,
Nope. I think we've all been as funny as we can be.
I believe we have. Yes.
We have.
Right then, if that's the case, then I shall bring this first episode of our 4th season to a close. Thank you very much to our guests, Dax and Tiny. Yes, I remember your name.
You're welcome.
Well, we have one more thing though.
Oh?
a sneak preview of next week.
I was about to mention that.
Next
honestly.
week, next episode.
I was about
Honestly,
to mention that.
yeah.
Honestly.
Really. Yeah, not
But
kidding.
if you want,
yeah. Next week we have, if all goes well, a few guests from the north. We are going to be talking about Stromgard and Arathi and those surroundings. So, yeah, we had a very light-hearted Nomi episode today. Now let's see what the Northerners are going to bring us next time.
which should be interesting. Tune in next time.
Yes.
On the Argent Airways podcast, if you want to know about Stromgard and its people and the RP community up there, which I can say from experience, is very interesting. In a good way. In a good way, of course. Until then, however, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Ella, Zoo, and Vivian. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys.
Season 4, yay!
Season 4. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and follow us on Blue Sky as well. But until then,
and feel free to join us in our server too.
And of course, our Discord server.
You can
Yes,
participate.
yes, participate with us.
Over 100 members.
Yep,
Woo.
participate with us. Yes, you're more than welcome to. The links of this they will be in our YouTube channel description. Until next time, guys. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.